Is there someone, having gone through it, like if I said to you, pick the next bachelor and pick the next bachelorette, any names come to the top of your list from Bachelor Nation?
Um, if you really wanted to like revitalize the franchise and like get it back on the right trajectory, put someone in that position that was wholesome, that was going to be solely there to find that person that they're looking for, and people would tune in who actually cared about that story and him finding that person. I think the Bachelor would have to be Tyler.
I agree with you. I mean, I don't know.
Do I think he would do it? I don't think he needs to do it. I don't think he needs to do anything. He's fine. But like that would be a situation where the show needs him more than he needs the show. But if they were smart, they'd reach out to him and try to figure something out, because if anybody could direct that ship in the right direction, it would be him. A real, authentic, genuine person. And until then, like, best of luck with whatever they're trying to do.
I agree. I feel like they kind of missed the window on that. Like they would be more beneficial to them. But, one thing I've learned about, the business is someone that doesn't want to do something, if you just back up the truck of money and there's enough of it.
You might have to give him some EP credit on that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That I'm just like spitballing right now. Like, I don't think that's actually ever going to happen. But if there was a possibility of them, or if they had put it on me to try to figure out a way to right that ship, then that's a conversation that I would seriously consider, and doing whatever they could to make it work. Or Michael. I like Michael a lot, from Katie's season. I think that he would be a great option. I'm just basing that off like just real authentic people, like, and those are two that stand out to me of people that would just be like knocked out of the park, just like what I would be looking for if I was casting for that.
I like both of those. Do you think it is, like, to your point, it's hard now, right? I mean, not even, we have the same thing with Housewives, with almost any reality show. Like, it's hard to come in, right? Not studied, not with a plan in mind for when it's over. It's just hard to find these authentic people.
Well, that, and the fact that like you just because you're a lead doesn't mean you're protected anymore. Like back in the day, they would go to extreme lengths to make sure that, like you were like insulated. But now it's like, man, the next person up, like you're chopped liver. So it's like, I think people are a little bit more cautious to stepping into something like that where you can get ripped up pretty bad. So I don't know. I think just people are just wising up. Like, it's just a turning of the tides, and you just gotta just be more creative. And yeah.
Well, I'm sure you impart plenty of knowledge on them. Well, listen, I mean, it sounds like Tyler's, busy with this new TV show. ABC Food Tours keeps him busy. But, despite being linked to, Kristen Cavallari in the press, as far as I know, he's single. So you are his BFF. Like, what does Tyler need? Like, do you try to fix him up? Like, what does he need in a woman?
I'm no one to tell him what he needs. He's got to figure it out. I think when he's ready and he finds somebody that fits into what he's looking for, then he's gonna settle down. He doesn't have a limit of options available, and I think that he's got a lot of things that he wants to accomplish as a man and as a businessman. And if he finds somebody who is on that same trajectory and making themselves better, and I think that's going to be a perfect match. So who knows? He's a wild card. You never know what's going to happen.
I was just going to say, I mean, listen, he does fine on his own, but I mean, well, based on all that, what about Kristen Cavallari? Wouldn't she be a great fit for him?
I've never met Kristen. She seems like a wonderful woman. I don't know. I've never met Kristen. I'm sure that if he's spending any significant amount of time with her, then she's got to be a good person. But yeah, I have no idea. If I had any, if I would give you something if I had it, but I've never met her. I've never spent any time with her, so I have no idea.
How much of that like factored into your decision to say yes to being the Bachelor? Was it, you know, as opposed to like, I'm single and, you know, maybe it's time for me to find someone?
I think that was the main thing. You know, it's like my naive, like being naive. I'm just like, yeah, like I saw how refined Tyler came back after his experience on The Bachelorette. And, you know, I wanted something like that for myself, not having been in a serious relationship in a long time. And then after accepting that, that's when the onslaught of like, you know what your responsibility is, like, you know what you have to do. And I'm just like, damn, like, what do I have to do? You know, it's like, I thought I was going on like the expectation for me was different than, you know, someone else coming on the show just looking to find love, which, you know, it is what it is. Like, I'm not upset about that. I took that challenge on, like, I wanted to take that challenge on. And, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing either. It's just a heavy thing, right? Like you say, your experience is different than everyone else's in that sense. Did you ever kind of second guess it, or, you know, like, I got to back out of this? You know, once you took this on and then the whole world is telling you, you know, these are your responsibilities. This is the weight you're carrying on your back. And you're like, whoa, like, just slow down for a minute.
No, I never wanted to back out, but I just continued to be reminded of the gravity of that decision because of how polarizing my presence and decision making would be. But I made a promise to myself before the show that I wasn't going to let my decision making be swayed by trying to please the public, trying to please white people, Black people, Asian people. Like, I was trying to find happiness and peace for myself, and that's what I did. And I just remained real to myself, and that made my decision making very easy because I wasn't trying to please the network. I wasn't trying to please that person. Like, I was just staying true to myself in everything that I did.
Right. Like, you didn't feed into, you know, comments, or like you eliminated this person. Like, what does that mean in the bigger sense? You really were able to stay just like, this is my heart. I'm in this bubble and that's why I'm here.
You have to, because if you don't, then and it's the worst thing. Like, when you see someone trying to do those things, because you're never going to please everybody. So like, let's say you send somebody home, it's like, they're going to love that. And they're like, why'd you do that? And you're like, oh, snap. Like they're going to hate every single thing you do. Like, someone's going to have something to say about everything you do. So like, how are you going to find happiness if you're trying to please people that can't be pleased? And it's